Our commander-in-chief has recently caved in to the Mideasterners who complained about the inconvenience of having to do special things before they board aircrafts to come to our land. He has decided that maybe if we just change the language, no Islamic radicalism, just change the language, maybe they'll stop their quest for worldwide dominance and join the UN. Maybe if we promise only limited counterattacks, they will stop their murderous counterattacks and take time to learn the lyrics to Kumbaya. Good people, there's a little humor here, but you really can't make this stuff up, and it's dangerous. No one, including President Obama, can harbor a pre-9/11 view any longer. That time is past. Get serious, our enemy is. Mr. President, remember your oath to do all you can to protect the United States. So I humbly suggest that you should fire Janet Napolitano. You should fire Eric Holder. Let's consider some of the additional threats that we all have come to know and understand, threats that are coming from within. Our legislature, my wife made me take that line out. She thought it was too mean. The current administration and legislature are in fact transforming America from the land of the free and the home of the brave to the land of the controlled and the home of the czars. Wow, the itinerary of the transformation train is now visible to all of us. That moment back in November of '08 was truly historic. With Harry, Nancy, and Barry, the transformation train is rocketing the United States toward a precipice. Before our very eyes, we're destroying America's foundation. We no longer have a minority party and a majority party. We now have a ruling class. The ruling class decrees, we won, we be in charge, sit down, shut up. If you're rich, send us your assets. If you're poor, we'll take care of you. Not to worry, by the way, we're spending our way out of this current unpleasantries. Well, folks, I'm worried. Don't tell me what to eat, what to drive, what to say, what to preach, what to believe, where to invest, who should live, and who should die. Don't seize, as the good man said, that thou shalt not steal. Don't seize the fruits of my labor and invest in morally reprehensible projects or use my assets to further entrench dependency on the ruling class. Don't tell me to sit down, shut up, and worship at the state altar of political correctness. I will not. Don't ignore the Constitution and rule of law. Stop telling bondholders you lose, union bosses you win. Our liberty and freedoms are under attack from within. You know, good people, when I was a wee young lad, I used to have nightmares. They were frightening. Now I have daymares. They're even more frightening, because every morning I wake up to see in my daymares the Nancy, Harry, and Barry show, with the ruling class House and a ruling class Senate playing an ever-supporting and fawnful cast. This damage is not coming to America from big blasts in the sky, just the arrogance of a ruling class with a gavel and a pen. The pen is mightier than the sword. The power of the legislative pen must be wrested from the transformers. Given that we have evolved to this sort of regime, I believe it's time for a regime change. It will be known as the Revolution of 2010. We need a lawful counterattack. It's called voting. We, good people, the people, have the opportunity in 2010 to remove the crown from Queen Pelosi. And you believe me, I don't care what color Speaker Pelosi is. I care about the color that she's not. She is not red, white, and blue. We also have the opportunity in 2010 to send Harry home, where he can live out his years in comfort. This is not about color. I don't care what color he is. I care about the color he's not. He's not red, white, and blue. We have the opportunity in the Revolution of 2010, when we show up and vote, we the people, to elect representatives for us. America is at risk. We are at risk. Elect those who will represent you and me. Those who believe our Constitution was written and need not be morphed into some global treatise. Those who pledge allegiance to the flag, our republic, and our Constitution. Not a party boss, not a party queen, and don't elect those that can be bribed or bought, even by the president. Let's make sure that we do all that we can do to assure that they are the right color, red, white, and blue. And by the way, Peggy and I live in Jacksonville Beach. You know, what happens in Florida matters, including Tallahassee. And this chap, Marco Rubio, looks red, white, and blue to me. Also in these upcoming elections, remember this: terrorism is not the only tactic being employed by our Islamic radical enemies. They have a concerted plan to infiltrate our schools and our government at every level. While many continue to fight the war on terror abroad, we, the people, here in the homeland, must show up for duty and fight the war on infiltration. May our voices be heard, and may our votes be counted. Be keenly aware of the motivation and true colors of any and all that are seeking office at any level. We're going to have the opportunity just a little later, 2012, to remove President Obama